Hi, viewers. Welcome back to the Huddle. Today we're here with Foxwoods Resort and Casino President and CEO Jason Guyot. How are you today,
I'm
Jason?
doing well, thank you.
Of
Pleasure to
course.
be here.
Thank you for joining us at the G2E show in Las Vegas. We're here once again.
We are.
What are your strategic goals for the conference each year, and what do you hope to take away from the show?
Yeah, it's interesting. Each year we have a different strategy. This gaming industry moves so quickly. Every year you have to be prepared with the team and kind of come in with a real plan on how to attack it. It's a huge conference, a lot going on, a lot of educational series, a lot of vendors, sponsors, partners. So this year specifically, we're really focused on technology and innovation, and also taking a look at a lot of new product as we have over five casinos at Foxwoods. So with over 3,300 slot machines. So always trying to stay ahead of the curve there in a very competitive environment. So I have about 10 team members here today, mostly operators and IT. And we get together and huddle at the beginning of the day, end of the day, kind of review the success we had, new things they might have seen or found. And then we're really also discussing what our focus was leading into the day.
Yeah, that sounds really fantastic. And kind of touching on the educational sessions that you
Yeah,
spoke on, you took part in a panel as
I
well,
did.
talking about like expanding regional operations. How'd that discussion go, and what were some of the highlights for you?
Yeah, I think that discussion went very well. And I had, the panelists having Peter and Mike there, really two of the greatest industry professionals, and just sitting on the stage with them was a treat. But really talking about, what they do, what we do at Foxwoods regionally, and that pressure that we're putting on some of those destination markets like a Las Vegas, just because we've gotten so much better at what we do regionally. We're not just small regional casinos. There are really truly fully integrated resort destinations that are opening and that are really putting pressure on because of the quality of what they're doing, and then the focus on those guests that are more local. So you really have to build a relationship with those guests, and it comes all the way down to the relationship your frontline team members have, the relationship you have with that guest, and that what they believe in a brand, rather than flying somewhere and really having those experiences. When they drive 45 minutes or an hour to come visit you, they want to know what to expect, and they want to be treated like they're at home. And I think that's the advantage these regional casinos will continue to have.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And how does Foxwoods continue to establish its brand presence, especially as you mentioned, New York's gaining hotels and gaining kind of a competition. So, what do you guys do to expand operations?
Yeah, well, listen, our focus has been we're 9 million square feet and we're surrounded by about 1,200 acres of land. And so, as more operators have come into our competitive set, we've really leveraged the land and the space within the resort to compete. So, we are a fully integrated resort destination. I mean, we just opened Great Wolf Lodge at Mashantucket, which is a massive indoor water park, really the first time that an indoor water park has been on a casino, resort campus. Doing that and then focusing on non gaming amenities. But like I said, one of the first questions you ask, I mean, it's all about gaming, and we need to focus on our gaming guests. That's our bread and butter, specifically at Foxwoods. But we need to be more things for more people. So we have indoor kart racing, we have zip lining, we have the indoor water park. Now we have great celebrity restaurants and food and beverage, and we're doing more and more and more focus on the non gaming side. So we might lose business midweek as more competitors open in the set, but they're driving by those competitors on the weekends to come visit Foxwoods because of our wealth of options.
Of course, and I'm glad you touched on the Great Wolf Lodge partnership. I was kind of wondering what went into that, and then how it will also help to expand the Foxwoods consumer base.
Yeah, it's a great partnership. I mean, they are the best in the water park industry, so we feel really privileged to have them at the resort. I think it's really a great relationship, more so for the Mashantucket Pequot tribe than it is Foxwoods. There isn't a lot of correlation between a water park guest and a gamer, but because of our resort and the size of it, there's so many things to do. Families can venture over and kind of experience Foxwoods at a young age and have plenty to do. And I think that we're starting to see, we're about 5 months into opening, so we're starting to see what those traffic flows look like. But the relationship is strong. We couldn't ask for better partners. They're really happy at Great Wolf Lodge. We're really happy at Mashantucket. So it's a perfect relationship.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. And just to relate it back to the gaming side, you guys also unveiled a new poker room in September. What's been some of the early feedback from players?
Yeah, actually, the player feedback has been very, very positive. So the old poker room was about 60 tables, and it was a little bit, the resort is so huge, it was a little bit off the beaten path. So the focus was really to to create a new poker room, maybe with not as many tables, but in a better location with better amenities. So the poker players can come, they can have more options for food, more options for retail, more options for non-gaming amenities or whatever they want, or gaming options in general. So that move to Fox Tower has been very positive. The guests are very happy. It's very easy to get in and out. It's right next to the garage, and now they have more amenities to enjoy while they're here.
That's incredible to hear. And just to kind of finish up, how does that success that Foxwoods continues to generate relate to the or be shown in the tribal community as well?
Well, listen, I mean, Foxwoods is the economic engine that drives the tribe. So without Foxwoods, we talk about all the services. We have about 1,000 tribal members. It's everything to the tribe, and so I wear that hat and feel that weight every day when I come into work because I'm a member of the Mashtaka Pequot tribe, and just understanding what that means, financially, economically for the future. So every decision we make is really focused on the future of the tribe, knowing that we need to continue to provide for the tribe. So the next 11 generations can survive into the future. So
Absolutely. And thank you for touching on that. And thank you for joining us today,
yeah,
Jason. We
absolutely.
really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.